Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to this ladies' singles game between the Norfolk Island and Turkey. I'm delighted to be joined in commentary by Daniel Spratt, Northern Ireland representative at these World Junior Indoor Championships for 2025. Welcome along, Daniel.
Thank you, Dan. It's a good start there from Turkey. A good reply.
In the set format play, Daniel, how important do you think that opening ball is?
Oh, it's vital. If you can put the pressure on straight away with your first ball, the opponent is always on the back foot. Then you're looking to repeat it with your second ball. And really your third and fourth ball.
Easier said than done at times.
Yeah.
So Ellie coming over from the Norfolk Island, but actually playing at Deer Park
Okay.
club at the moment. Already been selected for Commonwealth Games for the island. Playing with Shea Wilson. Do you know much about Shea?
No, I don't really know.
Shea won the Champion of Champions, Club Dram. As that's third ball coming in to make it a count of two. You've been on your travels recently as well, Daniel. You want to tell us about your trip to USA Open and what kind of experience you had over there?
Yeah, so I'm just back a couple of weeks there. Went over with 3 other guys from Belmont Bulls Club. They invited me along, so we done pretty well. Singles, pairs and fours. Just lost against Rob McMillan in the singles. Won 7 out of 8 of my group games, so it's happy enough. It's a really good experience and the weather was amazing, so you can't complain.
How does the US Open outdoor surfaces compare and compact to here at County Antrim?
To be fair though, the pace was really nice.
A running ball, not just off target.
Yeah. No, the greens were really nice. It was out in Arizona, so playing really nicely. So.
The first two in the game, important opening for Turkey in the first end.
It's nice having the music on here as well. It just gives a bit of atmosphere.
Does it make a difference to you as a player? Do you hear it when you're playing?
Oh yeah, but it sort of, a lot of people maybe don't like it because they're trying to stay focused, but it sort of just calms the nerves and lets you settle. Something to think about as well, other than the balls.
A wee distraction element.
Well, that too, potentially.
Just follow through, just that 3 feet through with the opening ball. better opening ball there from Ellie. Let's see if there's now a response from Turkey. Sticking to the forehand, going away from our position in the commentary box. Just a wee bit of pace still on the ball. Yeah. How easy is it to push through on this surface? Quite a quick surface here.
Yeah, it's a quick surface, so you're just looking, draw. If you want to play with the 2 feet, it's a little bit harder, but still playable.
I would have thought it would have been too late in the Norfolk Islands for me to get text messages from people. Just as a message come through from Norfolk Islands telling me that they're watching. It must be 1 a.m. in the morning over there.
I would be in bed.
Well, they're obviously tuning in to support their young player.
Yeah, it's good to see.
To get play ongoing across the carpet on this side of County Antrim in Green 8. Singapore and Scotland currently 4-6 after 6 ends in the first set. Wales against Ireland 2 is 3-2, and Australia are 7-4 up on Malaysia, and Singapore 3-0 up against Canada.
Another good ball here by the looks of things. It just runs it out. Yeah, it's very well played.
Probably a ball doing 2 things. Might force the change of hand from the Turkish player.
And this is a Lawrence Tinsley rink. So it is. All the rinks in County Antrim are named after a bowler.
Every day's a school day.
Yep. Good effort here. Just running it out.
Just carrying 3 feet again.
Chance now.
What are you playing? You're playing the cover shot here, Daniel, or are you drawing in for another?
Well, funnily enough, I'm drawing in for another because her opponent doesn't have another ball.
So you're right. You've corrected me. Well done. Thanks for that.
So just drawing in here for a 4 potentially.
You could have let that one slide. Thanks for that.
Yeah, she.
Well, there we go. She does both possibly. She just overcorrected.
Yeah, she took your option of a nice cover shot.
Cover shot for nothing else.
Better safe than sorry.
Just between the ends here, Daniel, you've had some 24-25 season.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was content, happy enough.
Bronze medal at the World's Under 25s.
Well, that was
22.
22. Whenever it was back here at County Antrim.
Was here when you won the bronze?
Yeah.
What are you hoping for this year?
We'll see. Hopefully medal again. Played a singles game there against Angel Gomez from America. Played really well. Just lost out in a tie break. I was getting it T to T, and then he was shortening it up and decorating it. So, yeah, well done to him.
Like I say, it's great coming back. Obviously, East Kilbride 2 years ago. Angel made his debut in this tournament and was probably his learning experience on East Kilbride 2 years ago. See a big difference in his...
Yes. I first met Angel at 22.
22?
At Baker's, yes, here. And he has come on leaps and bounds since then. But yeah, it was a good outdoor season. PGL triples with none other than David Corkill and Mark Foster.
No doubt David will be sitting cringing somewhere at my commentary skills. But
yeah. See if there's any highline drifts today. And Mark last season played the PBAs. He was our representative from Belfast. I know you take a lot to do with PBAs.
Yeah, a lot of PBA qualifiers. I was lucky enough to play in one here
Okay.
in Belfast.
How'd you do?
Well, the singles was a learning experience, let's put it that way. I managed to get to quarterfinals of the pairs.
Okay. Who beat you?
None other than Ali Coleman, who's sitting doing her tech stuff to the left-hand side here.
It's lucky I'm the gap between the two of us.
To be fair, rank 4 at Belfast.
Rank 4 is lovely.
Bit of a challenge for me.
It's lovely.
Bit of a challenge. However, first couple of rounds, couple of good results.
Yeah.
Peter Hockey and William Orr.
Reigning Irish pairs champion.
Yeah, sometimes you're better to be a lucky bowler than a good bowler.
Yes. Lesser end here from Turkey. Norfolk Island's just looking to add another, put the pressure on.
Obviously, Norfolk Islands this time's only got one island has only got one representative. Here, just a female representative. A small island. Work within budgets, and obviously they're funding Commonwealth Games next year. It's still great to have. It must be great for you as a young bowler to see that bowls are still strong all over the world.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Because my first time in 22, there was only about a dozen countries participated, whereas this year there's 19, I believe. Yeah, so it's really good. See it prosper. Now you can see in the camera there, Lorna McMullen from Ireland, plays out of Belfast. She's 3-all against Wales.
And Singapore have taken the first set against Leah McCloy from Scotland, 7-6. I think it's difficult for people often to get time off work and travel commitments
Yes.
to get to events like this. I think it's always a challenge for people to get it. How do you balance your student, Daniel, studying politics,
Yeah,
And-
politics and international studies.
international studies?
Yeah. So I do that out of Ulster, but they're very supportive, so they are. Lucky enough to get a scholarship there recently from them for sports. So yeah, happy enough with that. Really appreciate it from them.
Seeing a change here from Norfolk, bringing the mat up.
Yeah. See the jack throwing skills.
See if they can keep it on.
Well, it's definitely still on, but whether it's up is the other question.
Let's see. I'll just try to spot the dots. Yeah, we're 3 dots back, so 3 dots back. Oh, marker's asking for a measure. Absolutely entitled to do that.
Is the marker allowed to?
Yeah, first duty of a marker is to make sure that the game's played in accordance with the laws of the sport.
Okay.
So the marker at any time can check that jack is of a legal length. So if in any doubt, it only takes a minute or two to get it checked.
Yeah.
Better getting it checked and get it in. Big difference, obviously, at international events. We're playing a 23 metre jack versus often in the southern hemisphere they're playing to a 21 minimum metre. What's your preference, long or short?
I don't think I can really give that information away. You have to watch and
Mid-tournament,
watch
not
and
saying
see.
anything.
You know. I do like a wee bit of seam to seam.
Seem to see. And it was short.
Yeah,
So-
I did just think it was.
Turkey get the opportunity now, take the mat right back, mat length up from the tee, deliver it.
Yeah. Score sitting at 5-2 after 3 ends to Norfolk Island. So Turkey will just be looking, get a couple of shots here and back in the game.
Set play makes it difficult, even if the first set goes, as we saw in your game against Angel, you get the
Thank you,
opportunity in the
yes.
second set.
Yes. Yeah, you're just in both sets looking for the first 3 ends, really. If you can get those first 3 ends over you. If you're only scoring singles, though, your 4th end's important too, because you don't want to build it up over the first 3 ends and then lose a silly 3. But it's a really good start here from Norfolk Island after a failed jack.
Just to update scores across the carpet on the rink next to us, on rink 3. It's 4-0 in Scotland after the first end in the second set. We've got 5-3 now, Wales against Ireland ladies after 5 ends, and we're just starting a tie break between Singapore and Australia on rank 5, and 4-2 Singapore Canada gents after 4 ends. We've seen in this competition, Daniel, slightly different from other competitions where in the 3-end tie-break it's a cumulative score.
Yes.
What difference does that make in terms of your thinking, or is it just that you treat it with 3 normal ends, or where's your mindset as a player on that?
I don't really think I'm a fan of it, to be honest, because you're having to manage the tie-break instead of taking each end as it comes. Because you could just go for it in the first end and lose a 3.
Okay. So it maybe makes you play a bit more defensive?
Yes. As in my tiebreaker there, lost the first tiebreak. Unfortunately, it was close, and then the second one, Angel played 2 really good balls, and then I was trying to attack it. Sort of forced myself into attacking it then with my last 2 balls, and I lost a 4. So
over in 2 ends.
Yeah, but again, I lost both ends, so you could look at it that way. That
Okay, so it would have still been 2-0 the other way too.
yes.
Does it maybe bring more into a tactical brain or mindset in terms of the game, or do you just one ball after another?
No, you have to be thinking what the opposition's going to be doing with their next ball and their ball after that and their ball after that.
A slightly heavier ball here from Turkey. Probably try to play down.
Just on the high side.
Yes. Is it going to get down? I think it's just holding.
Playing with that
Just
pace,
over.
you'd be surprised you didn't play it off the other side.
Off the other side, down
Yeah.
into the pair.
There's not really much there with that pace that she's carrying.
Even half in the jack down at the bottom right hand corner as we look at this picture on the screen.
Do we have any arrows?
We don't have arrows.
Davey loves a good arrow.
We don't have arrows.
Okay.
Ali can sit in the corner, see if he can find us rings and arrows and pointers, if he can start pointing them for us. Well, he's now working away furiously. So if you can get the rings.
Well, I don't think the rings are going to be much benefit here. But a few wee arrows.
Right, so where are you playing here? Down on the backhand?
Yeah, you're looking over the pace on the back.
Stuck to the forehand,
Oh
proving us all
dear.
wrong.
Interesting. We'll see. Definitely tighter.
Probably not going to hold it with that weight, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, surprise there, but again, just is this Turkey's first time?
I think it's the first time with these players.
This player?
Yeah, I think so.
It just goes down to experience and shot selection, but it's all a learning curve.
And obviously we complete all 7 ends in the sectional play. Shots and etc. all coming into it at a later date.
Back with the mat up again,
Yeah.
but
Is it
the
holding
jack,
on? Is it? Oh,
it's just stayed.
possibly as close as we could get.
Marginal.
Just hanging on to the edge. Of course, goes in the 2-metre tees. You're seeing either side of the tee respots, which would be used in normal league play here in Ireland, but for this competition, the jack goes outside the confines of the rink, either to the left or right, and the respot is on the tee. The tee is covered by a bowl. It goes as close to the bowl as it can without touching it, in line with the corresponding tee at the mat end.
Thank you for that.
This with technical description.
That
there.
sounded like it was just out of the rule book.
It was, and I've not even
Just
got
the
it open.
conditions of play.
Conditions of play are obviously available
Yeah.
for anybody to have a look at if you
Full program and schedule and
Yep.
results all for the next few days, Monday to Thursday.
Live scoring in operation. You can access that via the World Bowls Facebook page. Keep yourselves up to date across the carpet. Obviously, from where we're positioned, we can see the green in front of us with scores, but not quite the second green, because my eyesight at my age isn't working quite as well as that.
Yeah, mine's not really catching it either, but I wouldn't say that's down to my age. And the coaches for Ireland this week are Gary McElroy and Neil Booth, both very experienced
Just back from Malaysia, I believe.
individuals. Yeah.
Do you see a big difference in data-driven performance now, Daniel, in terms of from when I was growing up, we're not scoring every end and keeping data and players and bringing up. Do you feel that getting performance analysis enables you the opportunity to reflect on areas of game that you're looking to strengthen or practice with, or how would you use data in modern bowls to take yourself forward as a high-performance athlete?
I believe that it is key to developing. Where it is done, though, is maybe up for question. Do you do it at these events? Do you watch your players take notes of each bowl, or do you let them play the game as they see it and not have to think about being marked or scored?
Yeah.
But no, it is important in practice games or trials or assessments, because it gives you a good idea and understanding maybe from someone else's point of view of maybe where you're just lacking.
Or areas for development. rather
Areas
than-
for development and lacking.
And if that ball just
Well,
that ball's just stayed on.
gives her a little chance if she wants to trail the jack.
I would be looking to play that conversion shot. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're Ellie here, you're looking to put something round the back, just cover. But if you're the Turkish player, you're looking to come through that both balls jack. Try and give yourself a chance in the set. Yeah.
County Antrim's a lovely facility. How are you finding it? You're just over it?
Yeah, this is my second time at the Jim Baker Stadium. It's always a welcoming atmosphere. You're always welcomed in. You've got the infamous of hospitality, often making sure we enjoy ourselves as well as get
Yeah.
the hard work done during the day.
Yes. Rod Coleman lives and breathes the stadium.
He does. Rod's always on hand to give you a welcome.
Yes.
And to be fair, this morning he was very prompt to getting the coffees out when we first arrived
That's good.
at the stadium this morning.
Good host.
Very
It's a
good.
pity there was no tea and coffee for the players.
I would suggest that they're probably making sure that you're hydrating yourself and in the conditioning that you've become accustomed to, and making sure you're monitoring your own intake, etc. But I'm sure if you find Roddy, he'll give you a coffee or a tea, Daniel, as you're more accustomed to.
Well, I wouldn't mind that, yes.
Although, as I see from your player profile, it's probably a Diet Coke or a pink gin and lemonade.
Oh, yeah. If I was just going out and I was driving, it would just be a little Diet Coke, nice chilled Diet Coke, whereas if you get me on a night out, some pink gin and lemonade, maybe a bottle of wine.
Well, I'm hearing from your nights out are often involving karaoke.
Well, yes. Me and my best friend, me and her like to give a wee rendition of a few tunes.
And what's your karaoke song? What's your tune as we watch Turkey's ball coming down the green here, now sitting at 10-2 in this first set?
Probably a bit of ABBA. So it would be. Winner takes it all. Just across the green there, Wales has picked up a few shots against Lorna. 7-3 now, so that's the first set over with, and they're into the second set now.
7-3 Wales against Ireland 2 in the ladies.
Yes. Sorry for not making that any clearer.
Just in case any of our listeners don't know who Lana is.
Lorna?
Laura. There we go. See, I can't even get the names right now.
Of course, everyone wants their hands on a bit of the silverware on Thursday. So it'll be exciting to see who picks who's up. There's a few names in contention for it. In both, in the men's, the ladies, and the mixed pairs.
I think just having watched the first 2 rounds of games this morning, I was fortunate enough to be on the green that we're looking at just now this morning, then on the other green in the second session before joining the commentary team for this game. I think it's too early to predict.
Yes.
I don't think under 25s it's as easy to say here's our favourites and what you would say. I think it's too difficult at this stage. The breadth of talent that we have at this competition makes it difficult to assume too early and back a favourite.
Yeah.
Looks like it could be another 4 just to finish this off. From Ellie, just drawn down, probably looking to cover. Yeah.
Strong last end there from Ellie.
Yeah, just solidifies herself. That must be good as a player, knowing that you've finished the set strongly going into the second set, but having it all to do again. It's not. Second set gives you a great opportunity to put the first set behind you, start again, and see what happens.
It's nice if you're on the back foot, get to regroup.
Just going to get caught in her own, I think. Oh,
sneaked up maybe for
and cut it down certainly.
second. Yeah, just calling the umpire on here. So we'll get that sorted now.
International technical official Pauline Kirkpatrick called into action. You see the wedges, or chocks as they're sometimes called, going in just to prop the balls, make sure they're not going to fall over during the measuring process.
Yeah, it's a big benefit having the ITOs over this year. They're doing a good job so far from what I've saw. Obviously we have County Antrim members marking each rink.
Not the most straightforward measure, quite a difficult measure to get into just with the location of those balls. So Pauline's going to go to the blue ball first, take a measurement off of that, get herself set, and then she'll measure that against the 3 red balls that have been left in the count. Although you might be thinking 10-2, 1, what's the point, give it away, see what it is. But in terms of league positions and league standings, every shot can count to see if you're going to qualify from the sections. I think that one's not in it. Pauline's going to get up, walk round the head, never through the head, get herself set again, get to that second or third red ball on the count here and see what happens. Yeah, it's comfortably in.
Got a nice haircut there as well. All parallel, like yourself.
Just the camera angle there's just stopped me seeing the remeasure. Always goes back to the first bowl, checks it again, and turns out the 2 red.
That is 12-2.
After 6 ends. According to the scoreboard. So again, it looks looks as if we're going to get that jack checked again. Yep. And Tony Hatch will come on with Pauline Kirkpatrick this time. Get the jack measured. Let's see if this one makes it. Go on, Daniel, what's your guess?
I was just about to ask you. I am going to put my money on it being up.
Yeah, I would say you're probably right. I was going to put a Diet Coke on that if you'd went against me, but...
Well, when Thursday comes, it can be a pink gin and lemonade. Sure.
Right.
I believe it's Joseph Clark from
it's
Australia, his birthday today.
Is it? Well,
so
many happy returns.
You need to give him a wee sing-song later.
No, you can do that. I wouldn't want to clear the place by singing. So again, Turkey take the mat back, mat goes back. How important is it in this format of the game, Daniel, in even leading or in singles with your jack control? How much weight and value do you place on that?
Oh, well, you should be placing your mat, placing your jack, and placing your ball. 3 vital things. If you can do all those things, you'll win every game.
That many places. I thought we'd go into the fish and chip shop.
No. So important.
Although I do think it's very cruel with our technical assistant sitting eating chicken goujongs and chips while we're concentrating on this game.
I had a little bowl of stew there before we came on.
And we're just checking the jack here to see if the jack's in, to see if it's in at the other end. So the options here is the umpire will first look to see if it can go down. If the umpire can see that jack's in, then they'll play from there. So Bernie Hill's just coming across to check that. If the jack's in, it'll be centred on the centre line. The umpire can't tell from this spot, then they will run a string down the green and check it that way. But there we go, nice and quick decision there from Bernie. Jack's in, put on the tee, and we get underway with Ellie delivering the first ball to Turkey's jack.
The final end of the first set. Leah McCloy has done well in the second set. She's 8-4 up. Just scored in this 5th end to go 11-4. Oh no, back to 10. 10-4 up after losing the first set. So she'll be looking just to see this second set out and take it to a tie break. But yeah, back to this game. It was a good first ball there. It's just out of the camera shot, but it's
probably just that 4 feet behind.
I was going to say 3.
Well, not disagree over a foot. looking for the correction with the second ball. Just down onto the jack, take it with you. Yeah, taking it track, trails it back to our own line.
There you can see that ball that was 3 feet through. But no, it's really nice coming to these events because you get to know a lot of familiar faces. Because after the European Championships over the summer in Jersey, we had friends with a couple of people that are here as well.
So tell me, just from my own knowledge, what happens now with your PGL triples? Does that qualify you for the British Bowls?
So the PGL triples, that is our association. So there's 4 associations in the island of Ireland. We did play that at the end of the summer, the end of August, just before the European Championships. We played that, and we narrowly lost against Shane Leonard. We were up the whole game, and Shane played 3 pretty good bowls with us in the last end to get 3 shots and win the game. But it was lovely to win my first PGL title outdoors with Davy Like.
Does that mean Shane then represents Ireland at the British Bowls Championships?
Yes.
Air Northfield next year. A World Series ranking event in the British Isles, in the British Bowls Series.
That's a good effort there.
I'm going to be controversial now.
Okay.
You've got down in your player profile spaghetti carbonara.
Oh yes.
Alla romana or with cream? Roman style or cream in your carbonara?
I like it creamy. Creamy and a bit of bacon.
Bacon?
Yep.
It's a fortunate experience of just coming back from Italy. A proper carbonara with guanciale, not bacon.
Well, whatever it is, you know, just that bacony taste. No better way to spend your Saturday night than a nice plate of carbonara and a glass of wine. So this is the end of the first set.
Yep. So tell me, players' mentality for the really difficult first set. Lost the first set. How do you reset your mind for the start of the second set? Talk us through that, Daniel.
Well, you don't want to be your own worst enemy. You have enough enemies in life without beating yourself up about what's been and gone. You have a chance now to reset, recompose. Your opposition is obviously probably going to do same again because it's worked well in the first set, winning 15-2, but you're just looking close bowls, steady the ship, and see if you can sneak the second set. Well, you could also win it pretty comfortably, you never know. And Joseph Clark over in the far rank there, you can see him. He's 7-2 up. He's Australian representative. Won the first set. Sitting comfortably in the second set. Lorna's just struggling in the second set again. She's playing some very good bowls. Ireland number 2 against Wales. And yep, you can see there Lee McCloy from Scotland has finishing this second set off, but she has won it. It's not possible for her opposition to match or better her shots. It's a good ball there from Leah to start off with.
Still important probably for Singapore to try and reduce that shot count.
Yes.
In case it matters when it comes to later in the week for qualifying out of the sections.
Norfolk Island just managed to navigate that short ball. played on the hand.
Let's test your knowledge. Minimum distance that a ball must travel annually to be considered a legal ball.
I am going to say 16 meters.
No.
No?
No. We'll come back with the answer. Leave you time to think about it.
Okay.
Reevaluate. It's not 60 metres. You're not far wrong.
15 and a half.
No.
15.
No, we're not going to play numerical bingo.
It's nice having all the flags up as well. We'll have a good flag over here.
I think it's always a reminder when you see and you look along the displays and it can be quite insular at time bowls. You're playing with your friends
Yeah.
at club level. Certainly if you're bowling like me, you're lucky to even get selected at club level. But it's just a reminder of a global community.
Yeah. Are we going to see it at the Olympics soon?
Well, hope so. Hope so. I know there's a campaign ongoing at the moment. Hopefully get bowls into the Olympics. It's backed and being supported by World Bowls to try and make the case to get ourselves included. But great news last week, or the week before, was it? Last week or the week before, of the games being announced for India, and bowls being a core sport. Will we be seeing Daniel Spratt working hard to try and get selected for India?
What year is that?
2030 possibly. Yeah, 2026 in Glasgow. So yeah, 2030 in India.
Well, we'll never say never, but I think that might just be out of the reach at the minute.
Aim high, see what happens.
My next singles game's against Rhys Colwell.
From Wales?
Yeah. Steady player. Senior international lead, I believe, in the Welsh team.
Yeah, Welsh under 25 singles champion 2025. Brought him to this event.
Yes.
Already been capped 12 indoor senior international caps, 15 indoor junior international caps, indoor and outdoor caps.
It's all rounder. On the camera you can just see Adam McCune. Oh, no you can't.
It's just been changed.
Adam's our other male representative this year.
Picking up a 4 for Norfolk Island there in the first end.
Yeah, that's
Strong
what you
start.
want. Carry the momentum through.
And we see that's now, as we predicted, the completion of the second set on rink 3. Scotland taking that 11-4 against Singapore. We now go to the 3-end tiebreak. They're just doing the toss of the coin just now.
That's a good ball here from Norfolk Island.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Strong opening
Yeah.
ball.
Puts the pressure straight on. As the week progresses, obviously, players get more used to their surroundings and the carpet, the green, gets their lines and weights. And
I think the environmental conditions are always changing, particularly, obviously, outdoor it is a much more severe impact on that. But even indoor changes the temperature, speed of the carpet. There's certainly a difference between the two carpets here at County Antrim.
some would say, yeah.
I think the player said this morning, probably not as big a difference as the two carpets at your club, Daniel, at Belfast.
No, I would say here has a much greater difference. But just how much of a difference is up for question. A few of the members here saying that there isn't really much of a difference. This year, as in other years, you would have saw maybe 2 yards quicker on the far side.
And
obviously when you have the likes of Ali Coleman and others, you can believe them whenever they give you some information. And then just over with Scotland and Singapore, Leah won the toss, opted to keep the jack, and has produced a back toucher.
Yeah. I think if you're in Turkey's position here, you're just looking now to see what I can do in the second set, take this first tournament as a learning experience, first time in front of the cameras, and just try to positively move on with the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. First game out's always difficult.
So if you're staying with us on the stream, as we continue to bring this game from Norfolk Island against Turkey, the second set, the next game is New Zealand, Cameron Horo, against Scotland's Stephen Lowry. You've faced Stephen a number of times, Daniel. Do you want to talk us through what New Zealand can expect in that game?
Stephen is a very strong bowler, as you would be if you're winning your national under 25s in Scotland. Very pleasant guy, very nice guy. Just beat me in the British Isles under 25 singles in Kneffley last year. Yeah, I was lying game twice and he beat me. And yeah.
It's always tough, but to those experiences of getting, obviously you've had the bronze medal at the World Championships under 25, you get the silver medal against Stephen. How do you use those experiences to bring you into your next competition?
I think you have to take the positives out of it, because obviously if you're in any sport or anybody, if you're medaling, if you're getting to a final, you've obviously had a pretty good campaign. So yeah, you just look onwards and upwards and hope to be selected or win your national title, to be given the opportunity again to get back at these events.
I get into the third end here, 6-0 to Norfolk Islands, and there's another strong opening ball. Exactly what Ellie will be looking for. Trying to close down this second set as quickly as you can, take the pressure off, allow herself to relax into the tournament.
Yes. She can get off as quickly as possible. She can get a bit of lunch.
She'll be getting off that quickly. She still needs to complete the 7 ends in the sectional play. I'll get Moan back for your correction of me earlier on.
Oh no, I knew it, but maybe she just wanted to speed the game up a little bit.
Well, listen, Turkey ball's coming in.
As it stands over on rink 3, Leah is lying in the first end of the tiebreak. Singapore has the last ball here. See if they can do anything.
That's good.
Just caught the high ball. But yes, Leah takes the first end of the tiebreak. I think it's just the one shot.
We're seeing two quite different delivery styles on this game. Daniel, how important do you think, or do you value in terms of pre-delivery routine? What's the stages you go through before you get your ball away? Have you got a fixed routine? Have you got things that you have to do before you deliver your ball, or do you just step on, get the ball away and see what happens?
Well, I've been lucky enough to practice and know a guy called Mark McPeak. Commonwealth medalist, multiple medals, Irish, British Isles titles, endlessly.
Mark's a very methodological player.
Yes,
He likes his method.
Mark has spoken to me about this and come up with a delivery sequence. So you're looking just to get into that routine every bowl. Keep everything the same.
Here's a ball coming down here from Turkey. Just draws down.
It's lovely.
There we go.
That's it.
There we go. Half a ball short of jack high. Not quite the touch shot.
No, wee chance though for Norfolk Islands to set the bowl, turn the jack.
Would you do that at this stage, or you just try to...
Well, the bowl's more so on the short side of jack high. So I'd be arriving 2 feet. Oh, seeing a bit more pace here.
Yeah.
Not far away.
And
Yep,
she's got it
she's
clean, ball gone. And her own second ball, but still holding
still
one
allows
now.
the shot, so very good ball there.
Just seeing Australia win 2-0 against Malaysia. 13-2. In the gents under 25 World Bowls Junior Indoor Championships. A 2-set victory there for Australia.
And we're seeing a bit of weight here from Turkey. Just high, trying to burn the jack. Take the jack into the ditch with her, or half the ball out.
Half the ball out. Yeah, but another one.
Yeah. Keeps the scoreboard ticking.
All right, Daniel, you're leaving us. Thank you very much indeed for your company, and best
was
of
a
luck for the
pleasure.
rest of the tournament.
Thank you. All the best.
And we will be joined in commentary very shortly. With G.R. Nicol joining me now. JR, welcome to commentary for the 2025 World Bowls Junior Indoor Championship here at County Antrim.
Thank you very much. Fantastic to see such a crowd today and a lot of excellent bowling so far.
You've been a busy boy in the last couple of weeks, JR.
I have, yes. It's quite exciting to get through the Potters for the first time. Looking forward to it immensely.
You've qualified for the Masters.
Yes, the World Masters. So I'm awaiting the winner of the qualifier from Cambridge.
Right.
So it'll be nice to get onto the Potters Green.
Onto the famous blue portable rink
The famous one.
at the Ambassador Tour Championships at Potters in January.
Indeed.
You played the qualifier here at County Antrim.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the carpet? What are the conditions that these young players are facing to win a world title?
Well, I think they're very fortunate that the two carpets here are excellent. Possibly the one that we're watching here is a little bit faster than it was. The other side's probably maybe just a little bit faster again than this one. So the draws are very nice. So I think it should certainly be a pleasure to play on.
Yeah, and we just see Singapore take the second end of the tie break against Scotland. That's 1-1 after 2 ends of the 3-end tie break. Going down to the wire in that game. As we see Turkey just trying to draw in here, get herself on the scoreboard on the second set. See how it develops. So now after 2 with Norfolk Island taking the first set.
Yes, Norfolk Island have been very consistent in this rink. Beautiful drawing rink too.
You don't go from Norfolk Island over to Deer Park in Australia without being a bowler.
No.
Very competitive club there.
Yes. That's when you play it in Australia, you come up against some of the other nations, you then discover that they're actually playing in Australia full time. So
Yeah, one of my Scots players plays at Deer Park, Dean Riva.
Yeah.
Great player in his own right, but if he's playing with quality players like Ellie, then that's always a comfort to know that you're surrounded by good players and playing away.
Indeed it is. I played in Warilla a couple of years ago in the World Indoor, and I was drawn against Tonga. And I thought, well, I must have a chance against Tonga. And then when I arrived and was speaking to Jeremy Henry, who was the manager of the stadium at that stage, Jeremy says, "Oh yes, he's a member here." Knows the green like the back of his hand. So
it's about bowls is one of those sports that gives you a great opportunity, no matter your skill level or what your ability is necessarily on the green. There's great opportunities for young players to play in competitions like this, travel the world. They're not, for players who are not as skilled or as naturally able as the players here, there's great opportunities in coaching, umpiring from your local regional levels all the way up to international technical officials and working at these events. How important is that for you, having come through the game for a long time now, to see that bowls continues to present opportunities for the young?
I think it's fantastic. I look back to when I started many decades ago. I couldn't even join an outdoor club until I was 18, and now we've under 18 internationals. As you say, under 25 World Championships would have been unheard of. The opportunities are fantastic, and it allows pathways within the countries to develop players.
Yeah, it's such important for our sport that we continue to develop all the way through it.
Yeah, and I think it's both ends. It's not only the under 25s now. You've increasingly competitions for seniors. For example, the senior fours is on this current week in Cyprus.
Yep.
So it gives you opportunities at both ends of the age spectrum.
We see Ellie again bringing that mat up. Jack just short of the tee, probably about 2.5 feet or 3 feet. Just the camera angles there. Just over the 3 feet short. She's been playing this end well. She takes a 9-0 lead after 4 ends. We start the 5th end. And we see that game that's still continuing in the carpet. Just saying that ladies have defeated Ireland 2. 8-3 in the second set, 2-0. See Liam McCloy currently holding the shot in the third end of the tiebreak. Jack is in the ditch. Ball about 3 feet on the green, ball in the ditch about 4 feet away.
And our last ball just dropped into the ditch. It looked as if it was going to draw the shot, and it just toppled into the ditch.
In that situation that the Jack's in the ditch, JR, and you've got a ball a couple of feet away, are you trying to put one closer like Leah did there and maybe giving your opponent the chance to run it off, or are you saying, do you know what, if you draw within a foot to the ditch, go for it?
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation to be in, because naturally you're always wanting to get another close ball just in case she edges it out, but as you say, you could play a really superb ball and then just give your opponent a little rest shot. So Scottish.
Leah McCloy taking that. I think it's a 2, so 3-1 in the 3-end tiebreak to take the points in that. Scotland, I've seen it.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So Norfolk, you mentioned the fours in Cyprus that are ongoing at the moment. Norfolk, but Pete Jones and Petal over there playing in that competition. Great to see that we can be in Ireland with one competition under 25s and have a senior competition in Cyprus at the same time.
Yes, just I suppose the quirk of the Bowls calendar, but fantastic to see, and great to see that both events are being live streamed.
Yeah.
So you can watch from both sides of the world and see what's going on.
Ellie just tried to draw down, I think, to that ball, turn it away, get herself the shot. She's probably turned it into a more difficult position for herself. Still holds the 1.
Yeah.
It gives Turkey the opportunity just to sit that front ball off and lie a 2.
Two very different deliveries, but again, both very effective deliveries.
I think the other difference that I'm seeing at this competition is a lot of the players are bringing coaches with themselves, and I say that as I see the Scotland coach, Tom Naughton, Altman passing past here, having just coached Leah to victory in the tie break there. Tom being modest as ever, putting it all down to Leah
Yes,
McCloy there.
that has been a massive development in recent years. I remember in 2002, just ahead of the Commonwealth Games in Manchester, New Zealand brought their squad over to Northern Ireland to play a couple of warm-up games.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I ever saw a squad where the assistants, psychologists...
Zeynep, sorry to interrupt you, Zeynep's close to this. Oh, she couldn't have missed that by much. Just looking for that very slight touch in that front ball.
Excellent effort.
But Norfolk Island picks up the one to take it to a 10-0 in the second set after 5 ends.
Yeah. And
sorry,
of course,
coaching in New Zealand coming up.
Yeah, sorry. It was the first time I ever saw a whole squad of officials coming over along with the players, and that just, I think, at that stage showed how professional bowls in the Southern Hemisphere was, and it has taken us probably a few years to catch up with them now. And as you say, all the countries now have their high performance coaches with them and so on, so it's really good to see.
I think it depends really on the view that you take of coaching. I think at these tournaments a lot of the coaching can be emotional support for players and practical tips and advice if they ask for assistance. Obviously the player has to ask the coach their view or for their help, but I think coaching outside of it really enables players to look at data and get an understanding of just their developmental areas and how they can take the information that coaches can gather and use it to change their performance.
Certainly up until this year I was involved with the Irish setup selecting, and we record all the players at the international events, and it's not really as much an aid to selection as it's an aid to player development, where they can analyse their own performance and hopefully work on that. A lot of people think it's, basically just so you can pick the next team, but it's really not. It's really moved on a lot from there.
Surely selection's always a difficult thing because everybody's got an opinion on it, and it's not going to be something that everybody's going to agree. But I think when you start to put data and data analytics into the field, you start to be able to help a player develop and say, look, we've been watching you at a short jack or a 3/4 jack, and your first 2 bowls are much lower percentage than when you're playing, so that's the area that you need to be working on. But I think when it comes to selection, sometimes there is a subjective and an objective opinion. It's sometimes the team dynamic and how people mix and who plays well with who.
Yeah. I think that's really how you have a successful team, is when you get players gelling together, because when you look at the players who are available for selection, there's probably not a big difference between 2 or 3 players, but it may well be the player who gets on better or who contributes when they're not actually delivering a bowl.
Sometimes it's that natural chemistry between, like for example, in a pairs team, you're looking for, if a player goes on a down, you're looking for the person that can naturally pick that person up, and you're not always going to get on with everyone, but what you're looking to do is to find that mix and a match between it, particularly when you're taking, for example, we know British bowls and we know a lot of Northern Hemisphere sports, you're travelling, often playing the same people. You come to an event like this, you don't know a lot of the players, you're maybe meeting them for the first time. You want that support structure around about you to make you feel comfortable. We heard from Daniel earlier on that he's comfortable in this environment, he's got his coaches round about him, he knows what he's looking for. I think that becomes a big help in this kind of competition.
Yes, it's 100%. But, I mean, when you come to a competition like this, you want to produce your best bowls, and none of these players are here just because they're here. They've probably won national championships, they've probably played in the international teams, so you want to be able to produce your best, and you want to have the support. That's an excellent ball.
Ellie's just put that correction. Probably the 3 loosest balls that she's played in this game, and then that final ball she just makes the correction, turns the jack up, 18 inches to lie to.
And has all the position at the back now, so it makes this next shot very, very difficult.
There's a slight gap between Turkey's two front bowls. You're probably, she's played that hand. Probably looking to come down between her two bowls. I don't think she's pushed
the
it.
The line was correct, but just the way it was
absolutely the right line, just to come down that bowl or jack and just follow it through, just to get herself into that position. But that's another 2 for Norfolk.
And if they were analysing, that head from a coaching point of view, you'd probably be emphasising the need for being behind the jack to leave yourself an opportunity. I know that's one thing in Irish bowls for years. We said Ireland play to the jack, whereas other countries play past the jack.
Yeah, foot past.
A foot past, and I know the coaches have been working hard to try and eliminate that.
Yeah, it's about just trying to, especially not, it's giving singles, giving yourself the opportunity to develop something in the head, but in a pairs, if you're not nailing it every single time, you want to leave something for your skip to come in at the back of you and just be able to support you through that rough patch. Everyone's going to have rough patches in games, or have really good games and really poor games. It's just a natural part of the sport. But if you're a foot, even 2 feet through, you're giving yourself an opportunity to say, right, if I'm not drawing well, I can play that running ball, yard on, try and chill jack, convert it, as we see another good opening ball from Norfolk Island. Gap there of 3 inches. That's so disheartening to your opponent when you're nailing like that all the time.
And it's just end after end. The pressure just builds on you, and you're immediately then trying to recover rather than just be able to draw away and build ahead. Well, she's made a fair effort at this one.
They have. Just push again. She probably just lacking
that foot. Yeah.
It's that 2 foot and a half that we were talking about a moment ago, JR.
And it makes it then even more difficult for her second shot.
Yeah, it's probably looking. Ellie changes her hand, I think. Yep, changes her hand, looking probably just to come up past, even trail the jack. She doesn't look as if she's going to be far away on that line.
Yeah, superb effort again. Yes, just.
Do you know that ball was possibly just going to be dead on weight?
Yeah.
But just get caught. I would say that she's probably looked to play a foot past.
I think so. Yeah.
But now it's. Again, if I'm Turkey here, I'm looking to change my hand. There's a gap there on this backhand.
Well, it does look short.
Yeah. But I'm sure she'll take it on as an experience.
Yeah, and again, it's, that's what pressure does to you. Because you're thinking it have to be close. And what you've done is basically make it more difficult.
Yeah. There's been a lot of changes in the sport, JR, in the time that you've played it.
There has.
Yeah. What if you were looking back now? There's that shot we were just talking about. Something past.
Yeah.
What's the advice that you're giving to the young bowlers out there that are watching this event that you would say, I wish I had learnt this earlier, done this earlier?
I think it's get the technique right, and if you're not sure, ask somebody. And once your technique's right, then the rest of it really is in the head. And you have to believe in yourself. And you have to push yourself, set targets, and just never give up. I think that's the main thing. There's such fantastic opportunities now for young people. And anybody that's watching this and seeing the standard of bowling can't fail to be impressed by it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an interesting shot.
Yeah, I think she would probably just try to sit the other side to cover both sides of the tee and see what happens, but probably overplayed it. But JR, it looks as if that's going to be 1 to Norfolk, finishing the second set 13-0, and a comprehensive 2-0 victory for the Norfolk Island player. And I thank you for joining me.
No problem.
In
I enjoyed
commentary for this, and also to Daniel Spratt, who's now playing his second game in singles. I think he's 2-0 up at the moment in the first set. And that concludes it, JR, and to everyone who joined us this afternoon. Our next game will be very shortly featuring New Zealand against Stephen Lowry from Scotland. Thank you very much indeed,
And I
everyone.
shall change my hat and put on my umpire's hat because I'm going out to mark that game. So.
Well, you get on and mark that game, and we'll see you then on the stream. Having joined us in commentary.
Cheers.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.